Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm probably loud. I messed with the audio. How is everyone? How is everybody? I'm super tired. And also a little ill. Probably just from being tired. But this might be a short one. Hi, Flash Fan. How are you? Hey, Rebecca. Nancy, thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Conversations Living Room. Let's see. Drexy, hi. Audio Coffee. Did I already say that? Roy. Bed. Debbie. Let's see here. Stacy. Melanie. Sharon. Gina. Karen. Okay, I'm not going to go back too far because I always get lost. Debbie. I am anxiously awaiting sunshine and warm temps. Aren't we all? Man, that sunshine just can never come soon enough. Fed says, yeah, we usually get warmer weather starting around Easter. Where are you again, Fed? I feel like it's like Denmark or Sweden, but I could be wrong. Jackie, hello, hello. From Northeast Pennsylvania. Nice. Okay, Flash Fan, you should get ready for it. The best thing you can do is be prepared for like nerves and stuff, you know? At least that's what helps me. Audio Coffee says, I hate summer. It hates me. I'm more likely to be where it's cold in the summer. Right? I cannot stand the summertime, but I also don't like the thing I don't like about winter is that the sun is missing. But in the summertime, at least here, it's just way too hot. Deb says, greetings from Virginia. Greetings. Mystified Saint, howdy. Dana, hello. Thanks. Rebecca says, never gets old. Every time I watch, there's something new seen. DQ says, where is Annette? I don't know what that is. Oh, Shadow Grey Wolf. I remind you of one of your granddaughters. She must be so lovely. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, Cynthia. Denise. Hi. I should try a salt lamp. You are right. Anything. I will try anything at this point. Hello, Elizabeth from Northern Ireland. Wow. Hey, John. Oh, Norway, Norway. Okay, Fed says he's in the southwest of Norway. Okay, right. I know I've looked it up before, and then I forget. Hey, Mads. Hey, Eric. The UK are watching. Nice. Patty says hello from Oklahoma. Teresa, happy Monday. Ooh, Monday's just so Monday, isn't it? Cynthia says it's 64 degrees. It's 74 in California. Of course it is. Gina says 11-night cruise to Caribbean at end of May. Go me. Yeah. Oh, you're going on an 11-night cruise at the end of May. That is amazing. That sounds so awesome. Good for you. Rufus, hello. Your dream place to live is Alaska. Conversations. That's funny. It does look beautiful there, though. A church play? Okay, get ready for that rehearsal, Flash fan. You'll n Audio Coffee says, "One thing for sure, you'll never find me in Texas in the summer." I mean, isn't that the truth? Every time it starts getting hot here, I'm like, "Why do I live here?" Every year, every year, every year I start planning how I'm gonna move, and yet I still find myself here. Um, Thank you, Teresa. Salutations, I love when people say that. It reminds me, your Ghost Fox says, "Salutations from Beloit, Wisconsin." It reminds me of, the pig. No, it reminds me of the spider on Charlotte's Web. Salutations. Fed says it's 35. Ooh, that's pretty cold. Hey, Mad Englishman. Good to see you. Grandma from Oregon. That's cool. I always want to go to Oregon. I don't know how to say your name, but I know that you are my lovely Dutch friend, Else. Else? Jessie? Did I say hi, Melanie? Hi, Melanie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Els. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Susan. Okay. Joycelyn, Luna. Who else? Teddy. Lady Pyro. Lady Pyro. Susan. Greetings from Texas. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there, neighbor. And Jessie says Ontario, Canada, Port Charlotte, Florida. Nice. Nice, nice. Half an hour south from Northport, where Lynette moved from. Nice. Okay, so y'all want to know what we're going to do today? Would you like to know what we're going to do today? Let me go to my little notes over here. So today, I thought that you know what I want to do really fast before? Cancel. Okay. I'm trying to look at this like YouTube live studio or something like that. I read about it somewhere, and yet it's like the live control room or something like that. I didn't even know such a thing existed. So I wanted to try to figure that out, but here I find myself still unable to do so. Go away. No, no, that's not what I'm trying to do, man. Hold on one second. I'm going to figure it out really fast. Okay, okay, okay. Then we can do this, right? Ah, oh, I didn't know this existed. Amazing. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, it's odd though because it's definitely delayed, but it's okay. We can work with this. Okay, so today what we are going to do is I'm not looking at chat either, so I'm sorry if I missed something. Also, I need to remember the microphone. The microphone. You got to talk into it, otherwise people can't hear you. Okay, so the title of this episode, I skipped a few. I also found the Otter Creek playlist again, which I had forgotten about, or I hadn't forgotten about it. I thought that they moved it or they removed it. It was there. So I found my way back, and I skipped a few of the videos that I watched, or we're gonna skip them. I'm not gonna play all of the videos that I watched because I know y'all have already seen them and stuff, and you know. Hey, Heidi. Northwest from Northwest Ohio. Okay. Um, so it's called Corrupt Town in Big Trouble. And this is when the mayor of the town, so Russ sets the town an emergency town hall meeting for when he thinks that Jeremy and Therese are gone. And Therese was gone because she had planned a vacation to Israel. I think that's where she was going. And she had it planned for 8 months. And so they intentionally set it for when she was there. She even still tried to call in and, be present for the meeting, but she wasn't, and she like purchased the Wi-Fi uh, access on the plane, but she still wasn't able to do it. And they tr- they tried to nominate a new mayor at that meeting, and it's where had Therese been there, she would have been sworn in, and she would have been. Oh, I know it's an old video. I know. We're still we're still way back, trying to get caught up to current date before I go over because if you wanna see the hearings, you can just see them on, like, everybody else's channel that's done them, and I want to do them, but I wanna do them, like, once I know what they're talking about, right? So that's the reason that we're watching these, or that I'm watching them. Um, anyway, yeah, they tried to do that. They tried to nominate Russ as the mayor, and that was sketchy. They didn't get to though because the other people were like, "No, I vote that we wait until Teresa's back." And what else did we learn? Oh, they start talking about the other clerks that they had hired, which they apparently hired without approval from city council, and that was really kind of sketchy. And oh, and then, Don was complaining about the financials, and Russ kept saying that everything's on there, and he keeps pressuring for a second, but they tabled the financials because they can't get a second, and then dude, it was weird. Hold on, okay, we're gonna play. Oh, wait, I know what I need to do. I need to share it with you guys. That would be helpful, huh? Super helpful if I share it. There we go, guys. There we go. And where I had a timestamp and it was, ooh, at 22. This is not what I was watching, was it? Oh, it is. Why is that happening? Oh, y'all still can't see.
Just got a phone call from a local resident. Russ the Sus and Richard the part-time maintenance man have been spotted and filmed taking boxes out of town hall. As a matter of fact, Mary, everything is scary. She was in the town hall, but she locked herself in the building. But she was spotted by residents through her office windows. Then she drew the shades. And if that's not enough, Russ the Sus thought he'd get one by on everybody. He just posted the new town hall council meeting where a new council is sworn in and a new mayor will be nominated by those council members. Now, he did this very intentionally and very on purpose because number one, he thinks I won't be there. Joke's on him. Number two, well, I'm going to explain that more in the town hall actual meeting video. I got to hurry up and catch a flight. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at another video that proves that Mary never had to be in the town hall council meeting that was emergency canceled. Okay. We're going to talk about this whole backup of these other clerks that I don't even know why they exist in the town hall. We don't have the funding for it. It's all gone over budget and they should have been there.
DQ. I'm not friends with Jeremy. I've had Jeremy um on the stream before, and he was a very friendly person. And I mean, I would love to say yes, I'm friends with Jeremy, but like we don't know each other. We spoke that one time. But I am just intrigued by this soap opera, right? Kind of probably like the rest of you.
There, but they weren't for the town hall meeting. So the town hall new meeting has been scheduled for exactly 1 week after, and I'm jumping on an airplane and getting down to Otter Creek. But before I do, let's go back and take a look at another meeting.
No, I don't.
Mary and the lawyer trying to communicate with one another, yet neither of them communicated with anybody in Otter Creek this past week. So I'd say they have some major communication problems.
Do I hear a motion on financial reports and the bill?
I'll make a motion that we pay the bill.
Second,
Well, I'll second that we pay the bills.
everybody in favor? Are you not in favor?
I'm not in favor.
I know Russell ain't the brightest bulb in the pack. I mean, maybe he's a dimmer switch. Who in the world at this point has to ask Don whether he's in favor or not? It's obvious to the entire world, no matter your IQ level, that Don's not in favor of you doing illegal things.
What about the financial reports?
It's financial reports and bills.
You're combining them to one.
Was it to pay the bills? Wasn't that the last?
Financial reports and bills.
Well, you
I don't
said
know how
pay
you
the
guys
bills.
can
I thought we
accomplish
should
Do I
pay
hear a
the
motion?
bills.
Well, I guess I am defensive of him in that, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about, I'm not sure like what you're referring to exactly. If you mean, okay, DQ says, you just act very friendly to JH and defensive of him. You mean friendly to him when he was on? Because yeah, for sure, I was very friendly to him. I don't know when else I would have been friendly, but or like when I see him in chat and I'm like, hey, yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm polite to him because I'm covering his situation. And yes, I am defensive of him in that I think that what has been, like, I have watched the court hearings, and from what I have seen, I do not agree with what has been happening. Also, after watching these videos, I feel like I do not agree with what I'm seeing on these videos. If you're talking about when he was on other people's panel, and um, I have been defensive of him for sure. For sure I have. And I've been friendly in the sense that don't want him to be, it's so rude to attack somebody that is on the panel. You know what I mean? So I think there's a difference between the attack, like it, we're all for free speech in here, but you're not ever allowed to attack somebody that's on panel. So if I ever have a guest on panel, that is a rule. That is the golden rule in here. We never attack the person on, like, a guest that is on my panel. I know, I saw that. I did notice that.
Motion that we, accept the financial reports.
I'll make a motion that we accept the financial reports.
Second,
Kinda.
Can I get a motion for Richard, Russell, Mary? I mean, anyone to please oil the door. Have these people not heard of WD-40?
When did we hire Miss Norma? That's all I got questions.
when we started working on the, putting the.
Record.
Okay, I'll get on that
Together.
as soon as I find it.
The old
On
record.
the disc.
And then we hired Angela after that.
Well, actually, we had hired Rosemary and she chose not to do it. And Norma was coming in volunteering.
Volunteering.
And so, well, that's not, we were gonna hire somebody. So she's been working on them since then, and man, is she going through rough
Right,
times.
I'm not questioning that. I just didn't know when we had agreed to hire her.
Legally, this is extremely important. These videos, while you're watching them, they serve as evidence for me in my lawsuits against the town. So you heard this. When did we agree to actually hire Norma? Well, first Angela got hired to work on what? Records. Okay, who's the custodial of records? By the way, there is no clear posting in town hall who the custodial of records is. They hired Angela to work on it. Norma was volunteering. Then they started to pay Norma full time. There's an actual job description. It clearly states that those individuals are supposed to be there in the absence of the town clerk. So we've already proven once that Stuart Stewart could have jumped in this emergency meeting that was shut down on last town hall, where a new council was to be sworn in and a new mayor was to be nominated. Now we're proving that there's not one, but two other individuals that were hired. They're being paid. By the way, the council's not too cool about this, but they're being paid to do Mary's job. How about Mary does Mary's job? How about Mary is
A town of 100 with 3 people hired to be the clerk. That's crazy. Okay, we'll see you, Renee. It is good you live right next door. Oh, thank you. Something to bark about? Yes, Don did. He was against anything that Russell did, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, no, this cannot be happening."
actually competent enough to do math. She claims on her LinkedIn that she was in charge of all these financial accounts at the bank. The woman literally cannot do math. If I ask her what's 2581 minus $25, she points at my bill and tells me it's 33 something. 81 cents. 81 cents. All right. We've just proven that there are 2 other town clerk employees. This is big for what's to come for the town of Otter Creek.
It was more than a year ago, way back.
Yeah, so that was before I come on.
And like I said, Rosemary was hired initially,
Right,
and she came in a few times and she looked at it, she said, "Oh, I don't need this."
okay.
So, Norma was
So
coming
we
in.
got a second on the, financial reports.
Master manipulators. If they don't like where the conversation is going, flip it as soon as you possibly can, right? So Mary's telling a little bit too much information to the council and to all the residents that are listening. So let's get it right back to the financial reports. Except Gail's actually talking about the financial reports. She's doing her job. There's supposed to be conversation, discussion, and information.
That was my question on that.
What?
That's why it's important we get these things a few days in advance.
Were they being paid $6,000 a month each or combined? And were they all working the same amount of hours, and were they all doing the same tasks and being paid the same amount? I wonder.
We don't have to go through this, while we're sitting here at the meeting. It's supposed to be 72 hours in advance, but somehow it's morphed into only 24. And even that, they're
Hi, Zach.
incomplete.
Happy
I
Monday.
hate beating this dead horse. Every month it comes up on that financial report. Mr. Stu has made a motion.
I wasn't gonna second it.
Don't eat whales. Don't do it.
I thought Mr. Severino would have some comments about it.
Yeah, it's not complete, it's very
I
incomplete.
understand.
And if you can make a decision on that data you have in front of you, then I think you should reevaluate what your responsibility is to the citizens. That's what we're here to do. Everything is on there, everything. I beg your pardon?
I said everything is on there. I don't have a
Okay, show
problem.
me,
Everything is
Do I hear a second?
Yeah,
Do I
Don,
hear a second?
everything
Nope.
is on there. We're not going to
No.
give you any time to actually read through it, look through it, examine it, ask questions, talk about it. No, everything is on there, Don. We don't want you to do your actual job, what the people voted you in for, what you're getting paid for. Everything is on there, Don. All the embezzlement, I'm sure that I'm going to find.
You ain't satisfied with the financial report?
Well, I just had those questions, and then, how much was going out for the three? That was
Oh.
my question.
Well, it's on there.
I
Show
know
me.
it's on there, yes.
Did you
Show
say
me
there
then.
was no March
show it
list
to
on
me.
it?
Show me anything in March.
Well, it's the very
Show
first
it to
one
me.
on, page 1. It's a water bill.
Did somebody say water bill?
You requested a 2-inch meter.
No, it got changed.
Your plumber called me personally.
We can move on from this point. The thing is, this has to change, it can't stay there. The state mandates, it's not me and what I want, it's what the state mandates. And, you can't get around that. I don't know why we keep having this problem over and over. I don't know, by now the attorney would have some input on the.
Combined, okay.
I don't have a bit of problem with it.
Because
I can see where the money comes from, or where it comes from. What else is there?
Look at that. We got a mayor who can see things that nobody else can. I mean, he must have a special power. Must be a plumbing power. He's like a modern day Super Mario. Aha! And then he's got his Luigi, who can't do math at all. The perfect recipe for embezzlement.
Do y'all wanna, accept the financial reports or not? We got a motion.
What?
I don't want them accept them because they're very, very incomplete.
If it's a
They get their
technical-
tails with it.
So the financial report you're gonna send it.
The math
But
adds
we
up,
are
doesn't
paying
it?
the bills. That,
Okay, the motion for financial, like a second. We'll move on to, administration and get our,
I swear I made a motion to fix that.
So, I don't know. I guess it's different if it's like, I guess like depending on where you live, huh? So if that's like the only thing to catch, then okay. But what I'm wondering is, do they catch? Are I'm gonna have to look into this a little more before I have a discussion on this, Fed. Okay. Remind me in a few days.
Door. Did nobody second it? Are we going to have to table the whole thing? We had to table the financial statements. We're going to have to table fixing
Hey,
the door
Nathan.
too?
Oh, I can. I'm sorry.
we need to, get our poll worker compensation. And.
Oh, okay.
all we're provided
That
with
makes
what
sense.
Bronson is paying their
Okay.
poll workers.
Okay.
Here's possibly one of the funniest things about Otter Creek.
Wow.
They don't want to grow. They want to fight growth. They want economic depressed. They want to suppress business. And yet they copy everything from the next town over, Bronson, right? Everything. All of their ordinances, all of their bylaws, all of their wages. Well, that's how Bronson does it. You'll hear it over and over and over again. Well, that's how Bronson does it. Well,
I
that's
do
how
too.
Bronson does it. Well, that's how
I do want to go fishing, just not for whales, Zach. Just not for whales.
Bronson does it.
We decided on what to pay the poll workers last time.
I'm sorry,
We decided what to pay them last time.
for last time. This is,
Why is that gonna change?
well, for one thing, we're getting poll workers from the county. It's not just people from Order Creek, and they are experienced poll workers, and they will be handling that.
Flash Fan, you can drop your link in the chat to your channel so people can go and sub to you. And then if you ever decide to stream, they'll get a notification. If they hit the notification bell, you should drop it.
Long day of responsibility.
I believe we budgeted for this.
We,
And I think when we budgeted it,
Okay.
it was for the amount that we paid last year. I'm sure you can check the records and that'll be the case. These figures seem a little inflated.
well, there's more training that goes into it now.
Okay, we're not going to listen to Mary. Like, it's just too uncomfortable to listen to Mary scramble there. But instead, we are going to go to the 22 mark. Okay, so this whole thing, I think, is about how much. Okay, so they didn't get approval from city council before they started paying these other clerks. And so this whole conversation from like 12 minutes until 22 minutes is the council discussing the pay. And so at a certain point, they say something about only paying them. I don't remember how much it was, but it was less than what was currently being paid to them. And Norma does not like that answer. Okay, here we go.
That she's not getting paid what everybody else is. But watch Russell. Watch Russell specifically, because these are where the backhand deals, where the don't you worry, we're gonna take care of it.
Correct.
We got a motion and a second. Everybody
Find
in
someone
favor?
else to take my spot because I'm not gonna work for less than the other lady that sits next to me. No, sirree, I'm not.
Uh, That is what it is. We got a motion and a second. Everybody in favor? Okay. Everybody's in favor. If they don't wanna do it with that, we'll have to hire.
Well, if they don't want to do it, I think we should find out who's not going, and then we'll find some people that will do it. There's people out at Creek that'll.
You got that, right? By the way, Norma did the job, even though the council didn't up the pay. Hush, hush. I'm going to
So,
take care of you,
yeah.
Norma. Except Norma didn't do the job when Russell claimed an emergency and shut down the meeting last week.
That's why we have,
Well, and if they're going to be paid this, we need to know before we sit down the day before, or the 3 weeks before. You know, we have to know this at least after budget or during budget time.
Okay, the motion
Okay.
made, seconded, it's done. Let's move on to, what else you got?
Okay, we got, our ads went into the Gainesville Sun and the Chiefland.
Well, Angel Eyes says, please explain why it takes 3 times to stop unbiased case and judge, failure to give all proof, or what? First time should be stopped and checked. I don't get it. If you were talking about the 3 times that they had tried to disqualify the judge, basically have the judge recuse himself, and he denied it all 3 times. Usually it seems like the first time when you ask a judge to recuse themselves and they don't do it, they're not going to do it. So you're going to have to get another judge in there to hear the case. But that didn't happen here. So that's why it went to the appellate court. And yeah, it actually didn't stop the case. Should be stopped and checked. Failure to give all proof or what? First time should be stopped. Wait, stop unbiased case. Wait, okay, I'm just confused. To stop unbiased case and judge? Well, I don't know if we necessarily agree because I think that the judge was very biased. And the case seems a bit legally odd. Anywho, back to the meeting.
Citizen on March the 9th for the request for proposals
Yay.
and request for qualifications.
Chief Flynn Citizen, you say, eh? Well, it just so happens they got all the information and all of this story happening in Otter Creek, and they're looking to print real soon.
I gave you
Or maybe you meant bias judge. Maybe you meant bias judge. Okay, wait, where's that question? Okay, well, the reason that it took 3 times is I really don't know what the deal was with the 3 times, but I know that they did a writ so that they can get the higher court to look at the issue and hopefully remove the judge from the case. And so that's the reason that it is where it is, but it has not stopped the case. It has just put it on pause until there is a decision on that. And the reason that it takes that long is because the judge was in charge of deciding whether or not he wanted off the case. So if you keep filing the motion with him and he's already said no, he's going to keep saying no. So I hope that explained it.
guys, a checklist of things to look for in, when the bids come in for the engineering and for administration. And I apologize for saying it was hundreds of emails that I had to send the day of the ad. It was only 165. That, I emailed copies of both the request for proposals and the request for qualifications for the
Yes.
engineering,
Yes, Paula.
bids for engineering and for administration of
I
this
think so.
next phase of the grant. The deadline for the bids is 2:00 on March 24th. And then you guys will select our engineering and administration.
Scuba spearfishing does look amazing. Also, yeah, okay. For a second there. Wait, scuba, that means that you have like the gear. People that are real crazy are the ones that just like hold their breath and go down, and they're down there for like ever. Or the people that like go down by just like holding their breath and they go and like pull out giant lobsters. Those people are so cool.
Administration for the grant. So there's a kind of a scoreboard that you'll go by when the bids come in. We've already had some calls, some interested people in applying for those positions.
So once the bids
Alright.
come in, how are we gonna be able to,
The expert.
grade them in essence?
Thank you.
Without time?
You
How are we
have
gonna-
time.
Pardon?
You have time.
Okay, from the time the bids get in till when we
Gosh.
have to make a decision.
Okay, bye,
There's
expert.
Not a set time. Well, the
Thank you.
sooner we get them, the sooner the grant gets going. But there's not a deadline on it like there is for a lot of the bids and things. You guys have time to look them over, check them out
So deadline is the 24th
for the bids.
for the bids, and when will we see them?
You can see them that night, you can see them the next day.
Don's baiting Mary here because he already knows he's never going to see it until it shows up in a council meeting and they're going to go, well, you need to pick right now. And then Russell's going to go, well, I think we has to go with this one because that one is a quote of about 20,000. I wonder how much that's actually in the quote and how much of a kickback he might be getting.
Oh,
We're gonna have a special meeting?
Nope, it's just an opening of the bids and it doesn't require any
agreed,
action, it
Paula.
doesn't require public notice.
The experts member only stream yesterday was like so lovely. I was very impressed. It was the expert and Steve Gosney, who was on here last week, I think on Monday maybe. But if you're not a member of the experts channel, you should become a member just so you can go back and see that live. It was just so nice. But actually, I think like what might have been like the nicest thing about it was that chat was just so lovely. And it was nice to be in there and feel that like happiness, you know? Sometimes chat can get crazy, but there it was very nice. Okay, and here I am. I've lost track of the chat. I think didn't the expert go or is he still in here? I think he left. And Flash, how are people subscribing to your channel? Can you put the link up again?
Can we come
So
in?
we're gonna come here and we're gonna open the bids. Is that the way it's?
Oh yeah, editing sucks. I don't know how either.
Mm.
Open them at the meeting. Open them at the meeting.
The meeting was 3 weeks away.
Melissa told me that they didn't have to be opened at a meeting. She said, that the clerk can
What?
open them, and then record them. So,
As far as I know, and I've been wrong in my life, but as far as I know, they should be open at a meeting.
okay,
You don't have to act on it,
okay,
but you just put it on
Nice.
the agenda, the opening of the bid,
okay,
and then whatever, there's no time limit, as you said earlier correctly after that, but I believe that they should be open at a meeting. I
okay,
think it's a public act.
okay, we'll advertise and have a public bid opening.
Yeah, I think you have to advertise that in particular, but I think you have to put it on the agenda, and then the agenda is.
Well. So I mean, I'm a really bad grifter if I'm a grifter, but LawTube is notorious for being grifty. I wish I was better at it. we wouldn't be where I am.
Is something that people are aware of.
Okay. Yeah, this part of the grant is totally new to me.
What happened?
I've never been on the beginning of one, just the closeout.
I understand, it's all.
Oh, no. DQ. I will agree with you that there is a lot like so there is antagonizing what seems like antagonizing of I mean, okay, so here's the thing. If your goal it depends on what your goal is, right? If your goal is to have these people change their minds about you or change their behavior, exposing stuff on your YouTube channel about these people is not going to help with that. However, he stated that he kept these things private until he had decided that there was no hope. The relationships had moved beyond hope. And when it comes to like the situation with the city council, you know, the town meetings, whatever, the mayor and everything, I mean, yeah, that stuff, it's crazy to ever keep that silent because that's like elected officials, government workers, you know. That should always be very transparent what's going on there. So I don't really have a problem with anything that's happening there. But yeah, obviously, not going to get them to like him anymore by putting this stuff up. With the neighbor situation, though, I think by the time he started putting that stuff up, things had gotten to a very bad point and he was just sick of it. And so that's the reason that we started hearing about the neighbor. But yeah, obviously, bad situation. It's not going to, it's a bad situation. It reminds me of, I used to watch this show on like one of the ID channel, you know, like the ID, I think it's called the ID channel, but it's like all the crime shows. And what was it called? Like something about neighbors, but it's like all the deadly neighbor incidents that happen. And it's like, it reminds me, the buildup is always kind of similar to this. It's like, living next to somebody and having these kinds of issues can be very dangerous, which is why when Jeremy secured an order in Ohio, it really should have been followed by Florida. But yeah, I mean, he's not stopping it. Hey, Brandon. I didn't quit today. Adventures with McKinley. Yes, Adventures with McKinley. Don't tell all the shows I watch. Okay, well, I don't watch it anymore. I used to, though.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Warren.
Yeah.
So you got anything else? Any of the council got anything on, any of these other items?
When we,
Mm-hmm.
when we see the bids open, will we actually, we'll hear the different companies involved in, their proposal to do the work for us? The names of the companies?
Yes,
Sure.
and like I said, the, minority and women-owned
Yeah.
businesses take priority. But, people who've worked with CDBG grants before,
Mhm.
they also already have points in there. Like,
I understand.
you
those
know,
points.
we've dealt with Midtower. Midtower has been our hero for
Mhm.
multiple things. And one person asked me who had done our previous part of our water grant. And when they heard Midtower, they said,
Yeah, I don't know about that, DQ, because I think that, like, first off, everybody does have a right to talk about what they want to on their channel. And yeah, Jeremy even talks about it a lot. Is like, not everything is protected speech. And so you have to make sure that what you're saying is truthful, obviously, if you're stating it as truth. But yeah, I think, he should have the freedom to talk about whatever he wants, but sometimes consequences come with talking about what you want. And in this case, it seems the consequences about talking about everything that he wants could be the inflaming of the situation. But I mean, I think by the time he decided to do that, things were already very bad, very, very bad.
I'm not gonna fly.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We'll see how
Oh,
the
okay.
bids come in then.
yeah. We may
Sorry.
not get any. We may get
Oh.
none.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to, on water, we got our filters hooked up.
Okay, we don't care
We're
anymore,
running
Russ.
some,
You're boring me.
He wants his cleaning yet to do, but it's all sorted off.
Oh God. So this is them talking about they still haven't gotten the records scanned in. Like, how many years ago were these people hired? And they still don't have. And she's like, yeah, it's because when they scan the records in, they were hired to scan the records in. When they scan the records in, it kicks me off of the computer in there. So, well, how about since y'all are all part time, you come at different times? How about that? Okay. The next video that we are going to watch is, hold on, let me hide comment. Sorry. Yeah, well then maybe don't care if other people are on YouTube talking about it. You know? There's that. And to be honest with you, DQ, I haven't seen anything on YouTube to prove otherwise. So when I see those things on YouTube to prove otherwise, I will discuss them. But until I see the lies, I mean, I can't discuss them really, right? And all I have to go off of at the moment are Jeremy's videos. So that's where we are. Oh, I know. I was supposed to stop. Okay. Let's see here. It's just like, don't come in chat and then say that I'm only doing this to grift. I mean, at first it was just like really crazy, funny court case, and I wanted to cover it, but now I've become addicted. So here we are. Here we are. This is where we live. Well, he's involved in litigation at the moment, so it makes sense that he doesn't show the evidence, but hopefully he does have that evidence. Otherwise, it will become a problem in his case, right? Oh, I gotta stop. Man, I can't, I can't do it. Okay. How am I gonna play this next one? Let's see. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Squirrel. Squirrel. There goes that squirrel. Okay, so the next one's called Town Employees Quit After Corruption is Exposed. Oh. So I guess that last one he was just showing like this other meeting from before, but now up to you, Flash fan. I mean, who's BB? Hold on one second. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take these out. Hold on, guys. We have a little emergency. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm definitely getting sick. My head hurts so bad. Um. Okay. Anyway, so this next one is when why did I write all those notes before the man, I'm crazy. I guess this is the one I really wanted to show y'all. Oops. But it's okay. That other one was funny too. Is my sound okay? Like when when the video is playing, but I'm trying to like make comments to people in chat while it's playing, can y'all hear me at all? Because I accidentally was playing one of the lives, the fuzzy live, I guess the last one, or maybe the one before that. And I noticed I couldn't hear anything I was saying when I had the video playing. There we go, Kevin. There you go. There you go. I think the same. We will see. We will see. Because you know what? Sometimes judges don't do what you think they're going to do or even what you think is right. Like a lot of times they don't. He has the receipts. True. The only thing that I will say, okay, so Trinity says, I would be unbiased if someone could prove Jeremy is lying, but they can't because he has the receipts, baby. So he has had the receipts for everything. However, something I will say is that last night during the live, I did notice that Jeremy said, okay, so remember the update, I think it was Friday when we watched the video about all of the allegations against him by like coming from Lynette had been dropped by he said the state attorney. I noticed that George last night during the live said, so there were actually 6 of them and 4 of them were dropped. And so to me, that led me to believe that that means that there's still 2 out there, like 2 of the allegations are still being investigated or not necessarily still being investigated, but they have not been dropped, which I found to be interesting. Like, I don't know what all the allegations were. I haven't seen that court document. However, why have 2 of them not been dropped? Or like what's going on with those? Yeah, this is true too. Like if you don't like it, then you are free to go. But I'm not going to change it just because just because you're in chat telling me I'm a grifter. But you're still welcome to be here and chat unless you were removed, in which case Then I guess you're not. Yeah, there are still 2 that are open. Okay. How can you look them up? Patty, where are they? Tell me where to look them up. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Okay. Maybe newer ones. Newer ones what? They're still on the docket. Yes, they're on the docket. What do you mean? What are they? Lady Tammy says, yes, they are still on the docket. Yes, they appear to be ones where the sheriff was called and took a report. But what are they on the docket for? Like, what are they listed as on the docket? Takes 20. Oh, it takes 28 days to investigate. Is that for real? Mandy Pandy? Oh, okay. Okay. Will I explain what a grifter means? So this is like something that I hear a lot in the LawTube community. You want me to tell you what a grifter is? I'm the grifter. Yes, Brandon. Are you? I'm the grifter, lawyer person. Yeah. So a grifter is somebody that's like always asking for money or like streaming things or playing things or doing things to make money, right? But if I'm a grifter, like I said, I'm a very, very, I'm a very bad grifter. Let's see here. Think DQ, Halogenous is from the LP JC camp. Would be great if a mod could block and BVN the guy, please. I don't know what BVN means or okay, so blocking means like you can never come back. I don't think that's cool. And they're not even like attacking anybody at all. So if you don't want to interact with DQ, just you have the option of clicking on the 3 dots next to their name and blocking them. So they will forever be silenced for you. And I will try to stop interacting quite so much. But they do have some good. Okay. Levy County. Thank you, MG. Thank you. MG with the win. Search the Levy County Court Clerk website. So smart. Such a smart thing to do. Okay. Shall I play this for y'all while I'm doing my research? I will. Why is that not playing? Uh-oh. MG comes in and then it starts acting even worse. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Water theft, you can't be prosecuted. Is that your stance from stealing water from me? And number 2, why have you not shared with the council that you're under a legal lawsuit right now? I'm standing outside of town hall. It's still locked, but just less than 24 hours ago, Russ the Sus and Richard, they were seen here hauling stuff out of town hall. For once this past week, it was actually unlocked. Residents have been looking for Mary all week.
That's real
and as you can see here, at one point, she was in here and she actually pulled the drapes on residents who were filming. Now, obviously, you can't see the rest of the town hall because Mary's office is a mess. Russ the Sus actually came out here and he posted with 24 hours. The new town hall meeting is May 16th, 7 p.m. 24-hour notice. That's a break of sunshine law. Florida statutes 120.525, meetings, hearings, and workshops. Point 1, except in the case of an emergency. Meetings of each agency shall give notice of public meetings, hearings, workshops, and by publication in the Florida Administration Registrar and
Wait,
on the
what's happening?
agency's website, we don't have one, not less than 7 days before the event. The notice shall include a statement of the general
That's what I was
subject.
trying to do.
When he claimed last week's meeting was canceled because of the emergency, he never told anybody what the reason was. Channel 20, the local news station, is going to be here tonight and ask him those specific questions. What's the emergency, Russ the Sus? Why'd you lock town hall away from the residents, Russ the Sus? He can't just 7 days later go, you know what? I'm going to give 24 hours notice, because he never thought I'd make it back within 24 hours. Joke's on you, Russ the Sus.
What is it you're destroying? You're destroying documents?
Be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock,
You can't do that. You have to give at least 7 days notice.
24 hours.
This is not a special meeting.
What our charter.
No. 7 days.
Well, if the attorney says different, we'll do different.
You and Charlene said different 10 years ago.
I just have the 2013 government Sunshine Manual in my hand, and it says, except in the case of emergency, notice should be provided at least 7 days prior to the meeting.
That's not right.
That, according to the 2013 on the Attorney General's page.
That's not right.
Okay, then I would
well,
like to
then-
see what's correct. Is
Agreed.
that a public records request that I need to make, or?
Are you asking me to generate a record?
No, I'm not asking you to generate. I'm asking you
Well,
to
if
show
you
me.
can look up the statute, then that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
I'd like to see the statute that the town council's going by. Where they would get their 4-day information, or what the law says.
You want to see the statute. If you have the statute, why do you need to make?
I think that's what she's reading, and
Well,
you're
yeah.
all telling us that it's incorrect.
If that's correct, everything you've done here tonight is illegal. You can't, this meeting never happened.
Just so we're all on the same page, Charlene is Russell's daughter. The people there got 4 days notice. The people here this time, 10 years later, only got 24 hours notice. And what does Russ have to say about it? It's illegal. Self-incriminating a little bit there, Russ the Sus. What you have done to these people is illegal. When Russ the Sus canceled the meeting last week, there was no posting on the board here, which there should have been. It looks like with his 24-hour notice, he got one up here as well. And that's all he did. He just copied the agenda from last time and said, hey, Town Hall, May 16th. By the way, the residents wouldn't know if it wasn't for What the Hales and other good residents getting all the word out and making sure everybody shows up. About 45 minutes before we got to go back to Town Hall. So you notice I'm not touching these, right? Because some other ignorant fool already did it. 2 P's. How many times do I have to say 2 P's?
He said the B-I-B-L-E, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the word of God, B-I-B-L-E.
We just decided that we'd send these in for fingerprinting, and that'd be a whole lot faster than subpoenaing camera footage. So we got to take care of this. Then we're headed straight over to Town Hall for the meeting.
The hotel, in the dresser beside your bed, read the red letters if you want to know what Jesus said.
Evening, Richard.
Oh. Y'all, okay. I'm going to put this over here now. Wait, I'll move it. I'll move the screen. We're going to have to finish this video next time because my daughter is about to come home, but I wanted to show y'all this first. Wait, where's this? Hold on, let me move this. Move to another window. Okay. Okay, maybe we shouldn't go over them like that because, I mean, but everybody can see this always, but okay, here they are. We're going to look at them like this. Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, so it looks like they were. It looks like, okay, we've got one contempt of court. So Interesting. I don't know what that one was about. Agency case number, prosecutor. I don't know what that was, but I don't know what that was. That was a little confusing. Okay, yeah, so it looks like there are these two left, maybe? I don't know which ones are still open, but they are for violation of injunction for protection order, stalking or cyber stalking, contempt of court, domestic violation, injunction, willful violation. You can't see like the documents. Where are the documents? Well, that's annoying. Yeah, I know. The signs. I know. I think that's the reason that I wanted to show these. Oh, yeah. One of them. I know. I want to see the affidavits, though. Yes, you can. Where? Where? Oh. Where do you get the documents, MG? Maybe I'll do it when I'm not on stream, I guess, because that's like very annoying to just sit here in silence while I search for records. But I'll be looking into that and I can see you all. Click on the file. Okay. Click on the file. What file? Oh, oh you mean over here? Hmm. Okay, so no, they're not going to prosecute this one. Okay, so that's what was sent to Jeremy. Okay, that makes sense. It's all starting to make so much more sense now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to just like download this and look at it later. That is exciting though. Thank you, MG. Thank you, everyone. Okay, that one's not gonna be prosecuted anymore. There's that one. Where are the ones that are? 1, 2, 3. See, that's not the same thing, I don't think. Is it? I guess it could be. That's weird. Oh my God, it is. Why is it called domestic violence? Oh, that's just like they put it in there wrong. It's for cyber stalking. Please see attached. Filming John. I'm just seconds after I walked around the camper with my daughter. Who cares? Oh, is he not supposed to be filming them anymore? The right side says open or closed. Okay, hold on. Oh, this one's open. So this one's still open. Okay. How annoying is that? Oh. So the other ones were like, no, they like saying they weren't going to prosecute. This one over here, it says he's been charged. This is another, he hasn't been prosecuted. This is another charged. Like they charged him, right? Because these are older. This is 12/6/2023. This one that they've decided to not bring charges for is 3/4/2024. Or is that when they decided to not bring charges? That's what's happening. That's what they're doing. I guess that date on there is like the last date that they did something, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Anywho. Who's forgiven, huh? Okay. I gotta go take care of my child. I know it was super short today, but oh, they all said charged? Okay, cool. Yeah, and then I guess this new, like the 3/4 date is probably like the last update on the case, which was when they said no charges filed. So, yeah, before I start talking, I should actually read the documents, huh? Ha ha ha. That's what I should do. Are they all going to be handwritten by her? I can't wait for this. Hi, Cruz. Where is a good place to get caught up? I mean, DUI guy had like the TLDR version of the court case. As for a version, like a way to get caught up on a version of all the things that happened in their videos previously, you can get caught up by going to What the Hales and watching the Otter Creek playlist. Thanks, Zach. Okay, but to be honest, I have lost our window, like where the StreamYard is. Okay, here we are. Thank you for saying I've come a long way since the 9-minute streams. Yeah, MG Law. Do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I replied to which lady? Wait, what? Who? Oh, I'm a great grifter. Thanks. Thanks, Vens. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I have 3-starred comments. Stop it. What's the definition of a member? You, Brandon, you are a member. Double karma. Thank you. Wait, what'd you say? I gotta read it. Oh, yeah. If a mod could block. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, that's super nice. Thank you for your super chat. I'm sorry that I didn't. Well, or maybe somebody did because I actually haven't seen any of that. But thank you. Thank you for your super chat. Brandon, thank you for your member chat. You are a member for 1 month, and that's as long as I've had memberships. And Vens, thank you for your membership. You say, don't sell yourself short. You're a great grifter. Thank you. I'm working on it. Okay. A privy member. What? Okay. Bye, Paula. Okay, bye, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, go check out the new What the Hales video if you're so inclined. Bye. Thank you, mods, for modding.